What's going on, guys? My name is Don Castro and welcome back to another episode of our Port-Vale Road to Glory. This is Season 4, yes, Season 4, Part 1. And yes, if you just watched the last video, you remember we made the huge accomplishment of winning the championship playoffs and getting promoted to the Premier League, our first time in the club's history of making it to the top level of English football. And I definitely should have done this from the very beginning, but I just found out that we actually play for VALE Park, that's the name of our stadium, and I should have done this so long ago, but you know, better late than never, I guess. And so we're renaming our stadium to VALE Park to serve as the home of our stadium for 20,000 strong. And now when looking at how much sauce the board has given us, they have given us an absolute heaping portions full, 56 million to go and make this team even better than it was before. But even with all this money, I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta be real with you. I have grown a really big attachment to all 11 players on this team. I feel like we've fought and sweat and just been through the trenches all together from the very bottom. And I really just kind of want to see how this starting 11 as is runs and stuff. And I know obviously we can replace lower rated players like Conlon or Garrity or even Stone. But I kind of just want to see how we play out the first half of the season. And then if we're really struggling and we need help, then I think that's when we bring in some new players and stuff with all the money that the board has given us. That being said, the current status of our bench doesn't exactly inspire confidence because look, I love you, Worrell, but I don't know if I can have you starting against like Rashford on that left wing, you know what I'm saying? So for that reason, we've gone ahead and scouted through the entire free agents list and found 3 very solid options. We start off with Denzel Hall, center back and right back, 70 overall, Charlie Good, center back, 72 overall in case one of our current starting guys gets hurt. Then finally, we have Javi Cueto, 73 overall, 23 years of age, add some extra firepower to our top line. I also just want to show you this really crazy stat. Stefan Bayram is worth between 224 and 329 million. Leipzig's come calling, but you know what we're gonna say? We're gonna say no automatically. This man is a Port-Vale player for life. So we start our new campaign at Stamford Bridge, and can we just have a moment to appreciate all these flags, all the nice background, the atmosphere that EA creates. I know they don't get much right, but you know what? I'm gonna applaud them on just this one thing. Anyways, looking at our expectation for this season, honestly, our goal, as Isak scores just right there, our goal is honestly just to not get relegated. Like a mid-table will be nice, but I don't know if we have enough quality yet. But one of the players is going to be so pivotal in making sure we don't get relegated. Our man Colin, he's done it at what level? Championship, League 2, League 1. Since he was a child against one of the best teams in England. I mean, obviously, you know, Chelsea's kind of bad right now, if I'll be honest, at 15th place. But, you know, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this Chelsea, as Stone makes a great save there. So we go into halftime, tied at 1 apiece. Chelsea playing to this guy who I thought was named Orchada, but he might as well be because he's got that silky sweet pass into Isak, who makes it 2-1. But when we're down a goal, what do we turn to? We don't panic. We go to a partnership as all as time. Bayram into Gutiérrez with a clinical finish. Now I want you to go to FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever it is that you use, and place this bet down right now that he's going to get 30 goals in all comps this season. He has been too good in every single league he's played in. Just watch as he catches the Premier League by surprise. Chelsea with a huge chance as Conte plays it into Orchata, who almost plays it into Isak, but the ball's just behind them. Then just a few minutes later, Garrity circles the play. Conlon into Bayram, but the pass is just a little too much. Such a huge opportunity to take the lead there. And then just when it looks like we have everything covered, Traore, our center back, completely leaves his position, gets Isak completely one-on-one with Stone. Nothing he can do about that. Let's see that again. We have everything covered and he just leaves his spot for no reason. Gives them the lead there. Then Conte plays the ball into Havertz, who slips in Isak, who then scores his 4th goal against us, and we lose the game to Chelsea in our first game in the Premier League 4-2. We then had Arsenal next up as Saka plays the ball into Richarlison, who's pinning the ball down and just finds a wide open Szoboszlai, who gives him a 1-0 lead just 10 minutes in. Odegaard then finds Szoboszlai again, who plays it back into Odegaard, but it's a great block from Oko there. Kamara then with the shot, but it's right at Ramsdale. But somebody please call the fire department immediately because Ramsdale is playing with fire as he just gives the ball away to Gali. Into Gutiérrez to tie it, but it's an even better save from Ramsdale to make up for his mistake. Soppy then plays the ball to Kamara, who finds Gutiérrez, who lays the ball off for Colin, but it's off the bar. He beats Ramsdale, but he isn't able to beat the post. It's the perfect technique, but just missing the goal. The ball again gets switched over to Soppy, who finds a space into Gali, but Ramsdale again there to deny him. Off the ensuing corner, we then play it short into Gali, who looks up, finds Kamara completely open in space, no one closing him down, and again, it's off the bar. I don't know how we haven't scored up to this point. So we're going to go ahead and just be patient with the build-up. Soppy finds Garrity, resets the play all the way back to Traore, who flings one over into Guindo, attacks the space, and now it's on. Attacks João Mario, can't handle him, keeps dribbling, goes ahead, found by Ram, but it's Ramsdale again to the rescue of Arsenal. And then history repeats itself. I said it in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and now in Season 4, if we don't take our chances, we will pay for them as Odegaard makes it 2-0 after our bombardment of opportunities that we couldn't take advantage of. We're somehow down 2-0 when we shouldn't be. We need some sort of sign of life to help us bring us back into the game as Kamara scores another banger from 30 yards out. Arsenal again on the attack. They play a 1-2 with Richarlison back to Szoboszlai, and somebody please give Soppy a map. That man is confused. Days has no idea where his current whereabouts are. Gets cooked by Szoboszlai. Somehow they don't score. The game stays 2-1. But less than 15 minutes later, it's Odegaard who plays in Richarlison, who has all the time in the world to bend one and basically kill the game off at 3-1. And then to add insult to injury, they get a goal off of the corner. Final score, Arsenal 4, Port Vale 1. The crazy thing is we actually beat them in the expected goals category, but we can only score one goal out of an expected 5.8. What that Arsenal game made me realize was we can't keep playing against these top 5, top 6 teams. We need to play teams that are more our level. So against Fulham, we take an early lead thanks to my Ram, makes it 1-0 in the 10th minute. Then Colin drives into the space, nothing but green grass in front of him. Then with a crazy switch over to Soppy, who creates a great touch, cuts it in, looks like he's gonna shoot into Gali, who takes one touch, and that's all he needs to beat the goalie at his near post. It's then Kamara who gets the ball with time and space into Gali, slipped in, and before you know it, it's 3-0 before we even hit the 20-minute mark. And then I swear, it's almost like I like to jinx myself, as Fulham then gets into a very dangerous position. They work it well, and they get one back very quickly. But not to worry, we've learned from our past mistakes. We don't let our foot off the gas pedal. We keep going as Kamara launches another knife into their hearts. The finish so sweet, it would make a baker blush from how well he hit that shot. Bayram then cuts it back, plays it into Gali, who unselfishly plays it into Gutiérrez to get him a goal. And then to wrap things up, it's not Conlon, it's not Gutiérrez, it's not Bayram. Who else but Soppy? I'm just kidding. I don't think he's ever scored a goal from us. Who would expect Soppy to score, of all people? Anyways, we completely run rampant in Fulham, beat them 6-1. Next up, we had Sheffield United at their place, and it was Conlon to quickly open the scoring after a huge deflection that just lets the ball roll in. They didn't get a huge chance just a few minutes later, but it's Stone to the rescue. Gino then gets the ball, lobs it over to Gutiérrez. He takes a great touch, and it's an even better finish to give us a 2-0 cushion. Gutiérrez then finds himself on the wing, not where he likes to be. Passes it into Bayram, into Conlon. One more shot, and that's all you need, and it's another huge deflection as the goalie palms it, but isn't able to get enough of a strong hand to it. We're absolutely smooth sailing. Guindo has everything covered. This guy has no option, and then he just cuts our defense completely open with that crazy pass into Brewster, makes it 3-1. And then into the second half, it looks like we have everything covered again until Oko just goes to the ground, completely misses the tackle, says to the attacker, you know what? Just have the goal that brings him back to the game, making it 3-2. We're then on the attack as the ball goes into Conlon, into Gutiérrez, who drags the defender with him, gives the space to Conlon, who shoots, and it's off the bar. And then Bayram with a huge chance, but it's way over the bar again. And then again, Gary gets the ball in space, flicks over to Gali. This time, no. And the worst part is, he doesn't even hit the target. He blasted completely wide of the goal. Goalie doesn't even have to worry about it. With just less than 9 minutes left, we're getting full court press, and normally we're so good in these situations, but there, Traore completely gives the ball away and leaves them on the counterattack. They spread it out wide into Ndai. They switch it again over to their other winger, who somehow gets it over and into the back of the net. I'm so sick. But don't worry, not all hope is lost as Bayram drives into the heart of the defense, plays a perfect ball to Gali, but he's denied yet again at point blank range. So after being up 3-0, we draw with Sheffield and drop points. Yes, I know it's been a lot of up and downs this season, but we have 2 games left now that we're in December. We have Newcastle at home, and then we go into Manchester City to play them away. So this is how we line up against Newcastle. It's basically the same starting 11 that we've played the entire season. We're a little bit unfit, but I think we'll be okay against them. And yes, you are seeing this right. Our boy Koutsias is the top Premier League scorer so far this season. Honestly, the story this first half of the season has been that we have been able to put up goals in absolute bunches, but defensively we are shocking. We're all over the place, so we might have to bring in some new folks to help us solidify the back four. Bayram in space, sees the Colin run, doesn't like it, into Gali instead. Cut it back into Colin. Oh, it's a great save. Oh, but the seconds. Just a bad touch overall there. Keep going, Gindo. Keep going. Feed Bayram. There you go. Look at the Colin run. It's a fake. Into Koutsias, into Gali. It's the perfect start for us. The Newcastle defenders could just stand and watch as we move the ball over one by one by one. They just couldn't handle our runs there. And Gali, of course, there to finish it off. Camera, turn, receive. There you go. Look at the Gali run. Yes. One touch. Bang. Oh, how is that not in? I swear I put it top left. Oh, and the Newcastle coach doesn't look happy. It looks like you could use some sunscreen, some lotion, my friend. So I just take him out now. Oh, he just ball rolled you. Get screwed. Oh, now they're just one touch passing. Yep, they're going to score. Yep, there it is. Oh, wait, no, he's offside. He's offside, right? Nice. Stone, it's okay, man. It's offside. Why is he praying in the background back there? Anyways, how offside is he? He's 7.5 miles offside. Just like in training, boys, we build from the back. There you go, Garrity. Into Kamara. Why is he giving so much space? Into Koutsias, way too much space. He doesn't have a shooting angle. Cut it back. Into Conlon. Yes, that's all it takes, boys. Just when they almost went and tied the game, we go ahead and get that cushion goal to give us a 2-0 lead. I need you to hunt them, Soppy. Don't let this guy get anything on him. You're our best. Easy stuff, easy work for our right back. Now carry Conlon. Just keep going, son. Keep running. Look at that Koutsias run. There it is. It's a goal. Look, I'm telling you already now. It's a goal. It's a class goal. He just lets it bounce once and then he just hits it true with his laces. Looking like me up top when I play on Sundays. Just play short. Look, they're trying to press us. They want us to make an easy mistake, but we're not going to. We are a well-balanced, well-oiled machine. Spread the play, Garrity. There you go. We use every inch of grass on this field. Into Conlon. Look at that late run from Bayram. One touch. That's all it is. This team has not been able to handle our regular build-up. Well, back up, man. Jeez. All right, blow the kiss. That's all you need. They haven't been able to handle our build-up, our counter-attack, nothing. And when Bayram's in this type of form, there's nothing you can really do. There you go. Move your feet, Conlon. Let me get you back into play. Oh, I moved Traore way out of position. And they've scored. I wanted a clean sheet as my bad zone. I literally completely moved Traore out of position. They get one back there. All right, this is a good test. I'll move it into Guindo. We have to handle full court presses better. Borges, one touch. Into Garrity, yes. He took 2 touches, but who cares? Garrity, you're through. Finish, please. Put the game away and get yourself a goal then, man. 5-1. Just keep going, Gali. Keep on running. Don't stop. You finally got the pace to outburn everybody. Go and get your hat trick, son. In a game we need to keep pace with that mid-table because surprise, surprise, yes, we're actually doing well in the league. We absolutely obliterate Newcastle 6-1. We keep going, boys, because we got another big game. And you're seeing that right. 200 games played, and guess what? We still look fresh after every single one. For what feels like the 20th time we've played this team, we go into Manchester City, who still have a lot of their starters. Foden, Alvarez, Silva, Ederson. For us, it's the same starting 11 that played against Newcastle. Stone between the sticks. He's backed up by Sopi, Traore, Oko, and Guindo as the back four. Colin up top, Gary the 6, Kamra up and down as the 8, Gali on the right, Bayram on the left, and our boy Kutsias leading the line up top. We haven't beat this team yet, boys, but that changes today. Our destiny's in our own hands. Let's get it from the start. Gary played into Conlon, into Bayram, yes. Oh, he's taking a bad angle. Look at Kutsias wide open. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, but it's not cleared well enough. Gali, right place, right time, opens the scoring. So what happened? Bayram's driving. He's looking for Kutsias, but it's just played in by one of the Manchester City defenders. He tries to intercept it, but look who it falls to. Gali gives us a huge lead less than 5 minutes into the game. These are the types of spells we have to defend, boys. It feels like it's a 1-on-3 everywhere. Like they have more players than us. Like they're just pinging around. Oh, could just stand in front of him, body him, out-muscle him, tell him to get back in the gym. Great work. There you go. Come on, split it. Look at Gali. Right? Overlap, Soppy. Overlap. What are you doing? Overlap. Finally, I'll make you overlap. You keep driving. Cancelo can hand you. Cut it back. Yes. Into Conlon. Into Bayram. One more. Yes. No. Ederson. We played it completely right, but Ederson just read where that shot was going. Rebiger? Never heard this guy. Alvarez. Into Foden. Back to Alvarez. Don't let him beat you, Guindo. Oh, he's beat you. Oh, into Foden. He takes a shot on, but it's right at Stone. Easy, boys. There you go. Just play it. We're in control here. Herrera. Into this Rabinger guy. Well, he's got nothing. There's no space. Just stand in front of him. Oh, he's going to pass you. Oh, what a pass into Silva. Oh, but Stone. That is a world-class save. That type of save, you literally cannot put a price tag to. It doesn't matter your overall. Stone is coming up with the goods every single game. Come on, let's just make it to halftime, boys. Alvarez into Silva. Into Foden. No turn, no shot. Into Jesus. Back to Foden. Traore, step up to him. Switch off with Soppy. Nice. Just body him. Just body him. Keep him on your back. World-class stuff, Soppy. Not just for you, but for the entire back line. We've been on a different level this game. We want it more than them. Herrera plays it all the way out wide into Jesus. Into Silva. Back to Jesus. Soppy, you're on an island by yourself, but I want you one-on-one against him. I trust you, man. Nice. Hold him. Gary, don't let that pass back inside. Oh, he's allowed it. Foden into Jesus. Back to Foden. Oh, just stay in front, please. No pass around. Oh, my God. It's so frustrating. They were going to score no matter what. Look, they just keep paying it back and forth. I don't need to see this anymore. Come on, boys. We can still get one more here. Look at, yeah, Kutsias. He didn't make the full run. That's okay. You're out wide. Just be patient. Oh, he slipped in Gali. Into... No. You did not just do that, Conlon. Not you of all people. Oh, my gosh. It's a point-blank range miss. It might be the worst miss I've ever seen in the history of FIFA. You are right to be upset, Don Castro. Oh my gosh, that missed opportunity is like a punch to the stomach. I'm flabbergasted. Oh, Foden with the long touch. I've brought Stone out into Silva, and they take the lead after Conlon misses a point-blank range goal with no one in front of him. I'm sick to my stomach. I do not understand how we're losing, but boys, we can't give up. There's still over 10 minutes left. We have to keep going. Feed Bayram. He's our best player. Attack the line. Cut it back into Kutsias. Just have at it. Oh, it's a... What is happening? It's a hugely deflected goal, but we'll take it. We deserve this goal, honestly. We've been the better team all day. High five the fans. Let them know what you're about. Oh my gosh. Jeez, this has been a crazy game. Bayram cuts it back, feeds Kutsias, and he's literally aiming for the opposite corner, but we deserve that goal. We still get after it, boys. Bayram in space. Look, they don't like it when you run right at them. Bayram to win the game, and it's just straight at Ederson. Oh, you almost had your name up in lights, man. They played into Foden. Offside, please. How's he not off? There's no way. Guindo, I need you to hold him instead then. Nice stuff. Get him that. Oh, jeez. Gary, I need to stop slide tackling. Oh, my gosh. Not like this. Not like this. But the stone wall says not today. Oh my gosh, I think we just played game of the season and we're barely halfway there. After 92 minutes, we somehow tie the game with Manchester City, even though I felt like we were the better team, but to be honest, they did have really, really big chances that thanks to Stone helped save us. So in the end here, we tied Manchester City 2-2. So, after 19 games played at halfway point through the season, we got 25 points. We're well clear of the relegation battle by 12 points. And honestly, who knows? We could even make a run into those top European spots. We're only, 13 points off, so who knows? So I want to show you guys the top goal scorers in the entire league. Gutierrez leads all players with 15 goals, 19 matches. It doesn't look like we have anyone else in the top 15. We'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit. We got Gali, 8 goals in 19 games. And, who else is that? Conlon, 6 goals, 19 games. For assists, Bahram leads the league with 10 assists in just 19 matches, and he's joined by Gutierrez and Gali with 5 assists each. So looking at the team for next season, honestly, I would rather not spend any money, but I do feel like we need some help replacing Garrity potentially, just because I don't think he's been the best defensively so far this first half of the season, and we have to spend the $50 million that the board gave us. So I think we're going to be looking for some new options here. So looking at my short list right now, here's a couple of options. Edson Alvarez I think would be a really good option. Boubacar Kamara doesn't look like he'd move again, unfortunately. Florentino, and someone gets talked about a lot in real life, but I think my number one guy is Mohamed Kamara, is someone who I think could really fit well in this team. But as always, I'd like to thank you guys again for watching. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about who we should bring in, who we should let go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.